How's it going, guys? Hopefully you can hear me with this wind. If not, I'll have to redo this video. Update on Scarlett. If you don't notice, a couple differences already. It has tow mirrors on her now. I was never a big fan of tow mirrors, but I needed something different because I tried to paint the stock ones that were on this truck and I just did not like them. So I bit the bullet and decided, screw it, get tow mirrors, because I plan to actually tow with this truck now. But main update for this, the reason why I was off the road is I stopped driving it because I didn't want to go through another winter. And then I got the Yukon that you maybe have seen in past videos, and then my red Grand Am. Then I sold the Yukon and then I just drove the Grand Am all year round. And she sat outside basically in this spot, and I really neglected the truck, and that's not something I was about and should have done, but I did. I don't remember what I ever posted on this truck since you guys have seen anything on it. This stupid door does not want to work. I drove it last night and it's not adjusted correctly. I gotta figure something out. But it has the new door on it that's rust free, new door handle, and like I said, the tow mirrors. I have these all wired up because these are, I can't remember the exact years, but like the 2000, I'm gonna say like 13 and newer mirrors, I think. I don't remember, but they fit up perfectly fine. I got the reverse lights wired up, turn signals wired up, and yeah, they work good actually. I was surprised. But the main reason, like I said, I had her parked, and then after it sat parked for a while, I decided, all right, let's clean this up a bit and kind of work on it again. I blew a brake line, so I went and fixed the brake line that was broke. It was just in the rear end. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Hit the brakes and was bleeding the brakes, and then just fluid just started going everywhere. I'm like, screw that. So I went online and I got stainless brake lines for the entire truck. So I redid all the truck brakes on everything and got those working. I still have an ABS problem, but I got it scanned and it has a wheel speed sensor on the right front that's bad, so I'll just have to replace that. And then, but in the process of moving the brake line around, because I was trying to find out which one it was in the back, there's only one brake line that's supposed to come back to the back of this truck. There were 3 there because the previous owners had replaced the line at least twice, and they never removed the old line. So I took all that off. In the process of moving the one brake line that was bad around, it was zip tied to the gas line, which I was faintly smelling gas with this truck, and it wasn't too bad, but it was enough that I was kind of concerned because I knew the filler neck and the gas tank was replaced before I owned it. Well, the fuel line was also bad, spewing gas everywhere. So I said, alright, I'm not skimping on that either, and I went to the same company I got the brake lines from. I was going to get stainless fuel lines, but that was just stupid expensive, and I decided to go with a nylon line. So, I mean, I can show you kind of the brake line a little bit. I mean, if you can see, right in there's stainless brake line, looks nice. But, anyway, so I got the nylon line, I got the kit for it, which wasn't too expensive compared to what I thought it would be. And it was front to back, from the back of the motor all the way to the fuel tank with a fuel filter. I'm like, this is perfect. Well, that actually was the problem. So I got the line, the return line, the main line, and then the vent line that they have. I think it's actually called like the evap line. That all ran perfectly, no problem. But the main fuel line from the fuel filter to the motor was perfect. That worked fine. The line from the tank that goes to the fuel filter, like the fuel filter is about, you know, this about right here from the door. It was about here is where it ended. So I had about, I'm gonna say a foot, maybe a little bit more, a foot of line that was short. So I contacted the company, and it was back and forth emailing them guys, and it was a pain in the ass. And I explained them, I showed them many different pictures and everything, and I can't believe they did it, but they messaged me back and they said, well, it looks like this kit doesn't work for you. We're going to give you a full refund. I'm like, okay, cool, refund. I'm like, but I'm still stranded. This truck was not going to move out of the garage, and we needed the garage for other things. Which was stupid. It kind of pissed me off. But so I contacted them after I got my refund. I contacted them again because they have just a main fuel line kit for this, like the main pressure, high pressure line that I could have bought. But I'm like, well, I only need half of it. And I explained my situation, figured maybe they'd be nice enough to just, because basically the line from the tank to the filter, it was just short, so I needed to cut off a short piece. Well, the line that came with this one was like an angled metal line that went to nylon, and it would have worked. It was fine. It's just I didn't want to have to make two splices in it. If they would have given me the other line that was technically the line that goes from the motor to the fuel tank or the fuel filter, I would have actually just spliced that in the back part of it with just these little black and blue connectors, compression fittings. I would have just done that, and it would only had one connection to splice it together. Well, I contacted them. They said, you know, we can't do that. We can't, you know, break up a kit. You're just gonna have to buy the kit. So that really ticked me off. I'm like, screw that. I'm just gonna figure out a way. So I knew that you could buy those compression little things. I'll get under here in a second and show you. But I knew that I could buy those. I'm like, well, I have extra nylon line that actually, which is in this now, is actually part of the nylon original gas line from the turd. I saved it. So part of the turd lives on in my truck. Kind of funny. But anyway, so I double spliced it, and those are pain to do. You really have to get them cut perfectly, and you really got to get some pressure to shove them on. This back one leaked about 4 or 5 times before I finally got it. I'll get up there and show you now. So hopefully you can see it. Right there. I don't know if it's too dark to see. Yeah, you can see. So you got the little blue connection there and another one further forward. But I mean, that's, if you can really see it. Oh, I got rust dropping in my face. I don't know if you can see that or not, because I'm at the right angle and we're not going underneath. Yeah. This right here was just original. This already came with the main kit. That's just the return line, so they already gave me a splice for that. But from here to the other end, that's how short it was. So stupid. So I got that replaced, and that's fixed, and it runs good now. And let me get it out of here. Anyways, that's what has been fixed on the truck, and now it runs fine. It works great. I removed the door that was in here because that's the passenger door that needs to be put on at some point, but that door's a little messed up, so I'm kind of looking for a different one just in case, so I don't have to deal with it. But I got these aluminum diamond plate looking bed rail covers from my grandpa. Figure what the heck, I'll just throw them on there. So they're literally just thrown out of there, and then the cap is just compressing it on so they don't fall off for now. Have you seen it? If you've seen it in a previous video, I don't think this door, yeah, the door's locked. So I have all panels to replace the rust. I have new front fenders. This box is just garbage. I'm just gonna run with it until it's about to fall off, and then I have to find something different. I have a new bumper, but I'm basically gonna wait on that until the box comes off. What else? I sold a bunch of stuff off of this, actually. I had a leveling kit and I had a tonneau cover. got those sold, so I got some money back off the truck. It's still a little dirty in here, but new seat covers. I still don't have ones for the back yet, but I don't really necessarily need them. But she's got what, 163,000 on her now, so that's really decently low miles compared to most of the trucks at least this year. So, but really that's about it. She runs good. It's awesome to finally be back in the truck. Like I said, it's been 2-3 years since I've driven it, and my girlfriend went over to my grandparents' place the other night, had a little bonfire, and it was nice. It was interesting. I didn't realize how much I missed the sound of the truck, because it has, I hate how I took this to a muffler shop, and I will never take one to a muffler shop again. I'm doing it all myself. It's horrible how it's done, but it still sounds good. It's just, it looks like crap, and I don't like it. But it goes from like the stock, like inch and a quarter, inch and a half pipe to a 2-inch, that like 90s or like 45s up to the 3-inch that I have going all the way to the back with 4-inch tips. So if anybody cares, just put a comment down below and I can show a video of it running. And I can show a video of all the wiring as well if you want me to, of what I did for the mirrors. It's pretty simple actually. It just took a while to figure out everything. But I guess there she is. Nothing too much, but she's back. I just got insurance put on it yesterday, so we took it out last night and had fun with her. I missed it. I'm glad I got it back.